Hey everyone, I'm Jackdaw, and in collaboration with Paradox Interactive, we're taking a closer look at the clans of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. We're going to go over what each clan's about, how their abilities work, how NPCs react to them, and what to keep in mind when choosing yours. So let's begin. Now you actually won't pick a clan until the start of Quest 2, in Chains of Lead and Gold. This is where you can preview each clan's abilities, passives, perks, and their mastery rating before you decide to lock in. And if you ever want to revisit this moment, you can load the save called In Chains of Lead and Gold at any time. It drops you right back before this decision. Now each clan has a mastery rating, basically how tricky it is to master their playstyle. Easy clans like Ventru are built to feel powerful straight away. Harder ones like Banu Hakim or La Sombra take practice and timing to get right, but when you do, they are devastating. We'll go over how that difficulty translates in the clan breakdowns. It's worth mentioning that every Nomad starts with the same base powers, including heightened senses, which essentially helps you spot hidden details and track enemies. Where clans begin to branch off is in discipline affinities. Affinities don't unlock new powers instantly, but they make out of clan abilities cheaper to learn with ability points. For instance, Banu Hakim naturally have an affinity for blood sorcery, so Tremere powers are easier for them to pick up. On the other hand, Toreador lean into agility and brawling, meaning some Bruja abilities come naturally to them. Abilities are generally designed like modular pieces. Mix, match, and experiment to find combos that fit your playstyle. It's all a part of the fun. Okay, let's talk clans. First up, Bruja, the learned clan. Bruja thrive in fast, aggressive, close quarters combat. They use charge to blitz across the room, Earthshock to send shockwaves through the floor, Taunt to draw enemies in, and Lightning Strike for rapid, multi-target hits. Their passive, Brutality, boosts melee damage after feeding, while their perk, Spark of Rage, extends that bonus to kills, keeping that momentum rolling. And their mastery rating is normal, perfect for players who like to dive headfirst into fights. Second, we have the Tremere, the Broken clan. Tremere are ranged, tactical blood mages who turn combat into calculated chaos. Blood Salvo fires rapid bursts of blood projectiles. Cauldron of Blood cooks enemies from within. Blood Curse marks them for explosive ruptures, and Recall lets you snap back to safety. Their passive, Corrosive Touch, melts enemies after feeding, and their perk, Blood of Potency, restores extra vitae to a random ability every time you feed, keeping your spells ready to cast again that much sooner. Their mastery rating is normal, ideal for players who like precision, setup, and watching a plan pay off. Thirdly, Banu Hakim, Clan of the Hunt. Banu Hakim are stealth assassins who live for silence and precision. Unseen Aura turns you invisible. Mute silences a target completely. Split Second slows time for perfect positioning, and Bladed Hand finishes the job in one clean motion. Their passive, Silence of Death, makes all actions inaudible after feeding, and their perk, Prowl, lets you sprint while crouched. Now their mastery rating is hard, rewarding for players who want clean, surgical stealth kills and flawless execution. At number 4, we have Ventru, Clan of Kings. Ventru specialize in control, influence, and sheer authority. They use mass manipulation to command crowds, possession to turn enemies against each other, terminal decree to issue kill orders, and cloud memory to erase witnesses. Their passive, Flesh of Marble, hardens the body after feeding, and their perk, Resilience, restores more health during it. Their mastery rating is easy, best for players who enjoy control, strategy, and never losing their composure. At number 5, we have Toreador, the Clan of Divas. Toreador are agile fighters who thrive on charm, movement, and flair. Entrancing Kiss turns foes into allies. Blink lets you instantly reposition. Blurred Momentum heightens your reflexes, automatically deflecting melee strikes as you move, like a built-in counter stance that lets you slip through attacks instead of taking them, and Beckon lures enemies closer. Their passive, Cat's Grace, boosts movement speed after feeding, and their perk, Fleetness, lets you reuse relocate abilities more freely. They still cost blood, but your blood pips slowly refill over time, so even when you're not feeding, those abilities recharge naturally. And their mastery rating is normal, suitable for players who like elegance, speed, and reactive combat. Lastly, we have La Sombra, the Night Clan. La Sombra command Shadow itself, stealth, power, and pure intimidation. Arms of Ahriman pins targets in place. Shadow Step lets you teleport through enemy silhouettes, always placing you on the far side of whoever you're facing, which makes it perfect for slipping behind a target and landing a clean stealth kill. Glimpse of Oblivion spreads fear, and Enter Oblivion drags foes into the void with you. Their passive, Shadow Cloak, boosts stealth after feeding, and their perk, Stygian Shroud, makes mortals unable to harm you while feeding. And just like Banu Hakim, their mastery rating is hard, built for players who love precision, timing, and power that demands respect. Now, your clan choice also changes how people treat you. NPCs in Seattle follow their own biases. For example, former Prince Lou likes Ventru, but isn't a fan of Tremere, and Isabella immediately calls out the Banu Hakim for their bloodthirsty reputation, but her tone softens if you're someone she respects or relates to. If you're a Toreador, she recognizes you as one of her own, unlocking a unique dialogue path that reflects your shared appreciation for art, something that may come back to help you later on. And then we have Fabien, the Malkavian detective living rent-free in your head. His powers make him unusually good at working alone and getting to the truth. He can use Mask of 1,000 Faces to appear as someone else, perfect for questioning suspects or slipping into places he shouldn't be. With Spirit's Touch, he can investigate objects or corpses by talking to them and uncovering what they've seen. Scry the Soul lets him read a person's aura to sense their emotions and whether they're lying or hiding something. And Forgetful Mind lets him wipe recent memories, especially handy if you push too hard in an interrogation and hit that point where someone decides they're done talking. Before his embrace, Fabien was a conspiracy theorist convinced vampires were real, until his sire, Gideon, turned him to serve the Camarilla's Masquerade. Now he hides behind a noir detective persona to hold on to his humanity, a tether to the man he used to be before becoming a monster. Now, abilities are built to work together as clans. For example, use Tremere's Blood Curse on a target, then Ventru's Possession to make them attack their allies. When they take damage, the curse detonates, taking everyone else with it. Clean, elegant, and deeply satisfying. Now, Seattle's mortals might not know your clan, but they'll definitely judge your style. Outfits are unlocked as you gain clan or cross-clan abilities, and while they aren't tied to a single clan, each reflect a certain attitude: intimidating, seductive, wealthy, or street-worn, and every reaction feeds into blood resonance, the emotions that flavour a person's blood. Dress cheap or grungy, and the sex workers will brush you off, while the homeless think you're after their spot. Wear leathers and you'll intimidate the rich, but to an angry biker, you look like one of their own. Go overtly sexy and you'll nudge people straight into a sanguine mood. The Toreador wardrobe exists for that. Bruja-style leathers hit either choleric or melancholic territory fast, either provoking or scaring depending on who's looking. If you need sanguine blood, dress to charm, flirt with the high-end, or turn on the allure in the streets. If you need choleric blood, play the class card, rich mocking the poor, poor mocking the rich. And if you need melancholic blood, go for intimidating, leathers in a luxury district, or finery in the wrong neighbourhood. If you happen to get a hold of the La Sombra's priest outfit, expect reactions all over the spectrum: reverence, resentment, or something a little more confessional. And that's every playable clan in Bloodlines 2, their abilities, difficulties, and the personalities behind behind them. Each one offers a different way to experience Seattle. To find out which clan might suit you, try the official Bloodlines 2 clan quiz on the website, links in the description. Until then, thanks for watching, and remember, keep the masquerade.